Baba, do what you want to forget that one. More than they do what you want to, Baba, forget that. Baba, we not go do anything again. Forget them. Baba, if you want to
let them break up. If they come out, Baba,
if you want to break this thing, you have to cut me with your cutlass. Finish. You go kill me first. Anybody who want to rob this bank again, you need to kill me first.
I'm going to do now. Remember this like that now. You talk now.
But wait, now why would they break up now?
Hold on, sir. We have made our point. You have made your point. But it's enough. If you want to burn down this city, then this is a knife. Take it. Kill me first. If you don't kill me, you will not have the power to burn down this city again. Because as long as I live, none of you would destroy, burn, or take down any facility in this state again. Do you understand?
Yes.
The country belongs to you. Yes. So what are you fighting for? If you will burn it, what are you fighting for? Is peace? Yes. Is this peaceful? Is this what you call peace?
No.
Guns? No. Knives? Police uniforms? Handcuffs?
No.
Not needed. This is the second gun I am taking off the street. It's enough. Ask for your right. Protest. Tell them what you want. You will do it in peace.
Yes.
You will exercise your right in peace. I want the army to be treated fairly. My father was a soldier.
Yes.
I went to the military school. So you will not burn down my city.
I went to the same military school.
Do you understand?
I was 11 years old.
If you say you want them to treat the police right, then why are you killing the police? Why are you fighting the police? At the point to pick up a gun, you'll be treated like a criminal. I have taken over 40 of you to the hospital. Some of you have died.
Yes.
I don't want anybody
Some are in
to
the
die
hospital
again.
now, like this. You are coming from the hospital now.
I do not want any of you to die again.
What we are saying,
Do you understand?
Don't break anybody's shop again.
Nobody.
Do not break anybody's shop.
Please. Do you understand?
He's giving the gun to the army officer. Okay.
this one will be good.
I did with her. We did together, Oga.
Which kind of together? Because you don't better for your
Oga, now we go like you go to protest. So why you do like this?
I know now.
Answer. Now we go to shout. They don't kill us again. What they do like that? I mean, they like in the south.
This is the cap. This is the kick. I know, man. This is the bullet.
Whatever I see again.
You saw a video clip there of a young man who stood up to some other young men and women, telling them to do the right thing while demanding for their right. That young man also happens to be an artist. Born Ideh Chukwuma Innocent, known as One Soul, is a director, scriptwriter, and producer, signed to Twice as Nice Studios and Hebrew Foundation as an official director. The international relations graduate of the University of Lagos set up his film production company after returning from South Africa, where he studied film. One Soul joins us via Skype. He was on his way to the studio, but he says there's a lot of traffic along the road, so we had to go virtual. Hello, One Soul.
I'm okay. I'm so sorry. The plan was to be at your studio, and first my car was damaged, so I couldn't drive. So it was a bit of a challenge to try to find who's going to bring me. And at the time, I got this gentleman to bring me over. The traffic was too much. We are actually still on our way to your studio, but thank God for technology. We can still do this.
Indeed, it would have been good to have you here. So you were also a victim of the protest, or the mob action, rather.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, you're a filmmaker, and seeing that clip out there, those who were wondering, is it another One Soul movie that is in production? Because it's, I mean, the way you stood up to those mob, to the mob, one would like, wait, is he acting in his own movie at this point in time?
You see, for me, like, I've been through a lot in the last couple of days. starting from the incident from the toll gate, and the next day when the guys and the dogs, or the hoodlums and the police people had a major gunfight, and me trying to move on the first day at the toll, try to help about 12 people to the hospital with bullet wounds. And the next day, when I thought everything would be over, the hoodlums engaged the police in a very terrible. In fact, I've only seen that kind of movie. I've only seen a situation of movie. But these guys, they engaged the police for about 7 hours, exchanging fires. And police were going down, the hoodlums were going down, and some were injured, some died. And at the time they were done, who was cleaning up the mess? I was there trying to clean up messes, helping people trying to go to hospital, my car, and helping the dead people, taking them off the road by myself. And for me, this is my city. This is where I was born or where I grew up all my life, except when I traveled and I leave the country. So I can't have you people create a mess. So thinking after, taking these people to the hospital and they will start coming back to their senses and realize that they are dying. They still did not stop. They were burning buildings, burning police station, robbing banks. The Zenith Bank was robbed and burned. The Diamond Access Bank was the same thing. The Fidelity Bank was the same thing. And it was really, really breaking me until the point I heard one of them saying, hey, we'll go inside Samsung's office. I'm like, no, it's enough. It's not going to happen again. And then I started facing them one by one. I'm like, you have to give me that gun to hold. I took the military's number. Every time I pick up a gun, I'll call them. I have a gun, come take it. They will come to collect it and they will go. Because I didn't want them around so that there won't be any kind of confrontation. You understand? So, I was having, but I still don't know why they respected me or why they were listening to me. Maybe because they saw that I was the guy who's been there the whole time, helping them get to the hospital, even after they damaged my car. My tire got busted. And I was still helping. I was helping people. When you're sitting people for free, but at some point the hospital gets filled up, people needed to be transferred. I was making effort to transfer. A guy, a friend of mine who has car, we were moving. I donated blood. I got my editor that lives with me. I woke him up like 4, 5 a.m. in the morning. I told him you're O positive. He said, yes, sir. I said, you're following me to my hospital at BTC to donate blood around 4, 5 a.m. after a friend of mine called me or sent me that he made blood there. The next day we were doing something. And after going through all of this, I still trying to bond you. And I felt like, so why am I actually out there really helping this? So I said, okay, you know what? If you people need to continue, because I won't let you continue, then you have to kill me and continue. And then like, no, don't baba me. I'm a young man like you. It is wrong, unacceptable. We will not burn down this city. Because at the end of the day, why are we fighting? We wanted something, we're making a demand. This is the country we have, this is our home, this is my state, or this is the state where I was made.
Okay.
At that point, I wasn't.
Now, there are some who would think that you were unwise. What if someone had collected that knife from you and used it on you?
You see, I thank God they didn't, but at that point I wasn't thinking. Honestly, I wasn't. I think I was too emotional. I've seen those videos because I record them. Somebody recorded them, and I've seen those videos. And after watching it later, I was like, wow, how did I do this? Because it wasn't planned. It wasn't like somebody would just wake up and say, kill me. I wasn't thinking. After I harassed the guys on the road, I collected uniforms, caps, and all that from them. I was going into banks and chasing them out of the bank. I went to Fidelity Bank. They were trying to break at it.
So, Ideh, I asked a question about what you were thinking when you did that. Weren't you afraid that someone would collect the knife and stuff? You were saying something about you weren't thinking. But at the end of the day, you achieved something there.
I wasn't thinking because I was frustrated. I have carried so much dead bodies. I have had so much blood in my hands. I have moved so many bodies. I have I had sleepless nights. I've not at that time. I've not slept for like 2 days. The night before at the toll gate and the night of the hijack incident, I had not slept. So I was frustrated. I was weak. I was tired, and I felt like these guys they just wouldn't stop. So I was emotional at that time, and I put my life at risk. I thank God. I mean, the devil himself did not come into them, and they probably listened to God, not me. But I wasn't thinking, and I didn't think I was afraid of anybody. I wasn't concerned about what. If you want to do it, then you have. Because at the point I said that statement inside Fidelity Bank for the first time, when I took off my shirt, I was standing on an ATM machine that they were trying to break. So I stood on it and like they would not break it. And a guy raised his cutlass and said, "Get out of there." I'm like, "Baba, we're not going to do anything here again." So we'll break it. I said, "Baba, we'll not break anything here again. You have to break it, then you have to." So he thought I was mad. And but at the end of the day, I'm glad to care of everything. And I just want everybody to be safe. I just want us to have a stable environment. I just want sanity back. I look. There's a lot of demands, a lot of things I want the government to do or the people who are in charge of the system to fix. None of that include anybody breaking this city. Not on my watch. It's not going to happen. None of that includes anybody breaking this country. I pledge to this country my life to defend and uphold our honor and glory. So help me God. And that's what I live on. So you don't think when you're in situations like that. I think
Okay, so there's the panel of inquiry set up by the Lagos State government is going to start sitting in this week, I think on Monday or Tuesday. There was so much of creativity in all of that was happening in the course of this 3 weeks or thereabout. So much of creativity. As a creative, with this panel also sitting, if you had a word for everyone, both the young, the old, what would it be?
I would say it is time for everybody to shoot their sword. The government should shoot their sword. The youths, including myself, we should all shoot our sword. With the youth, we've made our statement. Nobody knew we were going to be this strong. Nobody knew we would come out this strong. We've done that. We've protested. We've shut down the city. We shut down the country. They have listened to us. It is time to sit on a negotiation table and have conversations. You understand me? We would not burn down this city. We would not burn down this country. We would have a conversation. We would start negotiating. We'll go on a negotiation table. And I believe the government or the people in charge will not take anything for granted anymore, because they understand now the youth, or we are ready now. We have decided to really come forward and get things done. So let's make demands peacefully. Let's make our requests peacefully. Let's have a sit down at the negotiation table and renegotiate and ask for things to be done, and it will be done. Now, with this being said, that's on the short term. Now, on the long term, I encourage every young person out there, including myself, it is time to get involved. Go get your PVC. The next election will be determined by us. We should get our PVC. We should sit down and be ready. We will decide what candidate we vote for while we're waiting for that candidate. And also, let me tell you, it is time for anybody who has been involved in stealing ballot boxes, rigging elections, or collecting money from politicians should understand when you do that, the kind of sacrifice you end up doing, the kind of pain you go through. Because for every money you take from a politician, for every time you snatch a ballot box, for every time you have them rig an election, what do? You put children at risk. So get our voters card, our PVC, we would march, we would vote, we will not only protect the city and the country, we will protect the system, we will protect the election. There will not be any stealing of ballot boxes in the next. I am telling you, I swear to you in my life, the same way I'm going to defend this country, I will defend the next election. And I'm sure there are young people out there who's going to be there with me. We will protect ballot boxes. There will not be any snatch of ballot boxes. There will be a conducive, beautiful, and amazing election, because now the youth we ourselves were going to be involved. And every politician that gets elected will be held accountable, from the councillors to the local government chairman to the honorables, to the senators, to the governors, to the ministers, to whoever, to the president himself. We'll hold them accountable, because
All right. Thank you very much. Chukuma Innocent Ideh. Thank you so much. One Soul, a filmmaker, a scriptwriter and producer who was very brave to stand against mobsters who were going to destroy some property in the last couple of days. Thank you so much for sharing your experience with the rest of the world. Thank you. And that is Sunrise today. I want to thank you for letting us be a part of your morning. It's been exciting, and let's go out there and be the best we can be. Love your neighbor, love yourself. Look out for each other, especially when it comes to emotional and mental health. Let's be there for one another, and let's be there for our country. Let's stand and protect our country even as we continue to pledge our allegiance to Nigeria. Again, the Judicial Panel of Inquiry in Lagos starting its sitting this week we're going into. So if you have a memorandum of understanding, please, you can send via email judicialpanel@onsars@lagosstate.gov.ng, or you can get to the venue. Thank you so much. I'm Neo Tagwe. Have yourself a beautiful rest of the day.